Gary Gensler, who used to be chairman of the SEC, just deleted everything, and the Trump family is getting ready to make a big statement. Will it have to do with crypto? I'm going to look at job numbers, the current price action of the crypto market, and everything else that's going on. I only want you to ride the roller coaster with me, and in the past few days, I just wanted to go on a short ride on the roller coaster. It has been going up and down. I can feel the ups and downs of the roller coaster. In the crypto market, this happens more often than you might think. It's something that often takes place. The end of summer, Labor Day weekend, people going on vacation, and people coming back from vacation all happen at the same time. And they aren't really interested in the crypto market because it isn't moving that much. So people aren't coming back to, maybe they were crazy about it once and are now on vacation. The difference between me and them is that I'm always obsessed. I'm not sure. I'm going on vacation soon. A lot of you are thinking, Avi, you look like you need a vacation. I am going on a trip. Do not worry, it's taking place. I made plans for things. I'll still be hooked though, so we'll see. I only ask that you smile at me so that I can spread good vibes. Press that like button. Now let's start. Also, let's try to get 3,313 likes on the video while it's still hot in here. I also turn on the air cooling, but I think I need to do it a little more. Don't waste your money. Put it down a few degrees. Right now, XRP is worth $2.84, which is an increase of 1.63% since yesterday. We're still bouncing around in this range of 185 to 83 to 84 to 83 for XRP since we got that sell signal on the 1,348 EMA crossing, or as it's now known, the very clear 1,348 EMA. Also, I just raised the price a little bit if you want to get this sign that we've been using for a long time. You can get it on Patreon. The least you can pay to join is $5. You can join for the higher levels, of course, but the $5 minimum shows you what it means. That way, if you're interested, you can also help the station. Because of this, the link is in the text, less than a cup of coffee away. So once more, the link is in the text below. We had a buy here, and now we have a sell. We'll see what the sell gives us. We got a lock on the Bitcoin as well. But as we've seen, a sell doesn't mean that it pulled back after the sell. That's a drop of about 6 to 7% for Bitcoin, which is a big drop for Bitcoin. In the past, though, there have been long times of consolidation. For example, after a buy, there was a sell that went up, and then there were a week and a half later. 2 weeks later, there was a buy, but then there was a sell, and so on. In this case, there are times of stabilization which could happen over the next few weeks in September. We'll see. And again, I don't like putting September, October, and November on things because we tried that before and it didn't work out. Also, I don't like burgers with nothing on them. What I like is a big, juicy burger. So it will be interesting to see where it goes and how the markets respond. As always, I won't tell you to buy, sell, or hold because I don't know what the market will do, how it will play out, or where it will go until it happens. There will be green and red bubbles, and each object will act in different ways at times. Of course, not tips on money. Make sure you know everything you need to know before you spend. Also, the unemployment number and report on unemployment came out today. That might give the market a little shock and make it move a little. Just be careful with that. You know why I call it Freaky Friday. There are option contracts and weekly contracts that are ending for the stock market, which makes it very volatile. That being said, let's see what might happen here on Freaky Friday. By the way, let me know how you liked your summer in the comments. For example, are you stuck inside? Are you interested again? You had a good summer, you're back in, locked in, and ready to fight. I agree that the price behavior is dull at the moment. Again, thank you for joining me, even when the price action isn't very interesting or exciting. As you may have noticed, everyone has seen a little drop in the last 2 weeks or so because the price action is dull. Once more, thank you very much for joining me here on YouTube. Also, if you see me somewhere else, it's not me. It's a con artist. You can't find me on TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook. There were times when I put up videos on TikTok just to report other channels that were taking them. That's me. TikTok said it wasn't me, so there are only a few films there for the report. Okay, I did say I was on YouTube though. It's not me on TikTok, okay? It's from YouTube. And they said they turned me down. Or I started putting up a few movies on TikTok so I could report it, right? But that's how things are right now. The Gary Gensler story is the big news on the internet, Twitter, or the X-verse, as everyone likes to call it. And that is, might be a good idea for a Netflix show, right? A new SECGOVIG report says that almost a year's worth of text messages from former chair Gary Gensler were lost forever because the agency's Office of Information Technology made a series of mistakes that could have been avoided. The ex-chair sent and got one of the texts on his government phone between October 18th, 2022 and September 6th, 2023. Wow, that's really, really interesting. When something is really interesting, there's probably a reason for it. Someone wrote here, while I struggle to permanently delete 20 years of spam email due to house fires and many devices, these people were able to lose whole archives they were supposed to protect. Yes, you can always do that. Isn't it interesting? First, someone broke into the SEC's Twitter account and wrote that they should remember that the Bitcoin ETFs were approved. Now, they've lost text messages from the chairman. There's something that looks a little funny, right? And the group that was supposed to. Okay, protect the American people, and I guess what the SEC does touches everyone in the crypto world, not just Americans, right? I know that 60% of you are American, but crypto is used all over the world, right? Hi to everyone watching this video who isn't American, right? I know it's mostly Europeans, Australians, and people from the UK in the morning, right? Because people in the US are asleep. Send me something in the comments like it's 4 a.m. here if any of you wake up. Why are you awake at 4 a.m.? Not if some people have to be at work at 4 a.m. I guess that's true, but some people may have small kids. That's another reason too. And I know what it's like to wake up at 4 a.m. because I have 3 boys. Hence, I agree. Okay.